Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. Please let me know where you are tuning in from. We're going to talk about the best neighborhoods, where to live in San Antonio, Texas. This is an exciting one because I know I talk a lot about the developments that's coming and how it's going to change neighborhoods around you. But this time, I want to talk about where the best neighborhoods and suburbs that people are saying it's the best to live. San Antonio has changed in many ways over the past, decade. I guess I've been here for 12 years. I was a cop in this city, and I served 9 years on SAPD. So I've been around the city. I've helped clients buy and sell all over the city many, many times. So I feel like I have a lot of insight to share with you about what is the best, where in terms of like best areas to live, what's the downsides of living in certain areas, and what people say that areas to stay away from. So we're going to dive into it very, very deeply today on this live stream. And I want to know where you're listening in from. So this I pulled out this article here, and this article is from Pods, and Pods named, a lot of it is just kind of auto generated, just so people can go on their website. But it gives us a good reference to talk about where is the best areas to live in San Antonio and the suburbs. So I'm actually really surprised by some of these areas that they name. And this also goes over the housing costs. We're not going to go into that too much because it's not realistic. And this is seven of the best neighborhoods in San Antonio's and suburbs to put your radar on. There are more than 30 main neighborhoods and suburbs around San Antonio. I would say there's probably more than that, giving new and old residents the opportunity to find a perfect community to them. How, like, that does not sound like a real person. Okay, so we're gonna start on the best areas that people, or I guess this, according to this article, the best areas to live. Very surprisingly, this article named downtown San Antonio the best area to live. I don't know if that is accurate. If you are live in San Antonio right now, then I'm sure you know that I don't think downtown is the best area to live. It's definitely a certain lifestyle if you want to live in downtown San Antonio. I'm assuming they mean great for students. I have no idea where they got that from. Young professionals, that's cool. Active retirees, I don't know if they're going to enjoy that traffic. Nightlife for sure, and those walkability and action to their doorstep. There'll definitely be some people at your doorstep. I don't think it's the people you want at your doorstep, but they will be there. So that's living in downtown San Antonio. Now, if we look at downtown, we let me just pull up downtown. So we have a downtown map, and downtown, it's an average price point of 326,000. The days on market are extremely high. If you're looking to buy or sell downtown, this is saying, this is on my website, it's saying 280 days are the average days on market, which is very, very high. And downtown is very, very unique. If you live in San Antonio, you know that the tourist thing is the Alamo, the Riverwalk, but I think there's way better areas around San Antonio that are outside of this downtown. So let's check some of these out that are 300. That's not right. Let's see. This one on Dwyer for $750,000. There is a lot of homeless that walk through here on Dwyer. So this one's already pending, but I just want to check out the unit. What $750,000 can get you in downtown San Antonio. I've heard this area is really nice. So we have this common area here. We got some really dated kitchens. You got the wine rack. That's pretty cool. The view, that is a nice view. And I'm sure that it backs the Riverwalk. This one on Dwyer. I think Cheryl Scully used to live on Dwyer, if I'm not mistaken. Hope she doesn't still live there now. I just gave away her location. But anyway, if you remember her. So this is a little area here that's right on the Riverwalk. Very beautiful for 750,000. That's what downtown gets you. Other homes downtown. So this is 610 Market Street. So this is a really cool area to live downtown. In this building, it's the Grand Hyatt, I believe. And there's two sides to this Grand Hyatt. There's the side that faces the Hemisphere Plaza, and the other side faces the other side of downtown. So there obviously has a very high HOA. But let's check out this downtown condo for 449,000. It dropped in price, which is very common. And yeah, most of these are one bedroom, one baths. Let's see what it views. It does. Most of the units have a private terrace, which is, 4th of July or New Year's is really cool. Yeah, it looks like right there is the view. Love that view. So actually, that's the opposite view of the Hemisphere Plaza and the Tower of America. So it's the Alteza. It's a private residence. It's attached to the hotel, and you can literally go right downstairs to Ruth Chris Steakhouse and walk right out to the Riverwalk. So that's a pretty cool place to live. And yeah, that's kind of enough about downtown. But there's a lot of homes or condos, homes sitting on the market downtown that is not moving in that. So Monte Vista, let's talk about this. So Monte Vista is an area near Tobin Hill, and I'm actually going to pull it up. And its average rent is $1,000. Average home value is $623,000. Great for professionals, retirees, students, historic homes, being close action without being in the action of downtown. That's actually really well said. It's in the action, but not in the action. So Monte Vista, it does have a lot of history behind it. It's got very antique and historical homes, which are really, really nice. And let me see. I'm trying to pull this up here. Just give me a second. This was one on Dwyer. Here it is. So Monte Vista is basically just north of the Pearl on the opposite side of 281. Right by Trinity University is a good landmark. And the homes here range from 769,000, 1.3 million, 700,000, 500,000, 600,000, 700,000. So yeah, you have a wide variety of prices here. Rents are around $1,000. But I kind of want to see one of these. Let's see, this one on Mulberry for $675. And we're just looking for fun to see what $675 gets you in Tobin Hill. So this is a condo. Man, I don't know if I would pay $675 for a condo in Mulberry, but this is what it gets you. Not too exciting. Let's check out this house on Rosewood. So this is 500,000, but it's a actual house, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, very historical. Oh yeah, this one's way better. It's got the old refurbished flooring. Oh, this one's really nice for 519. Very nice. It's got definitely the historical feel. The outside, really nice patio. Oh yeah, this is a good one. 70 days on the market. It's 1,600 square feet. And it's got that description there. Let's see who's selling it. Matthew Johnson, and it's right there in Monte Vista. So you have this side of San Pedro, which there's not too many shops here. If you go down to Tobin Hill, that's a lot of like the bars, restaurants. Anybody that goes to the Tobin Hill and Monte Vista area, let me know what you think of that area. Trinity University, you obviously have really close access to St. Mary's and McCullough, that whole bar scene. That's a huge music scene there, and that's all in Monte Vista. There's McCullough, Mulberry, San Antonio College is there. So you've got a bunch of options that are in Monte Vista. Let's see, we have Brooklyn Girl says prices keep going up and the apartments the same quality, aka no new work on them. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of infrastructure changes and a lot of multifamily that's coming. And obviously they're already here. And what area do you live? I'm just curious if you can share that with us. So I'm actually going to make this a little bigger so you can see more of the house. There we go. Okay. So we just finished Monte Vista or Tobin Hill. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, but um, yeah, I mean, they have some very, very beautiful homes. Man, I'm just curious to see what $2.5 million gets you in Monte Vista. Um, I don't know if I would live in Monte Vista for 2.5 million, but this house is pretty nice. It's definitely very unique in its style for 2.5, 3 bedroom, 5 bath, 4,800. Oh man, look at that super nice chandelier staircase. I don't know if I would pay 2.5 for that. You got a pool? Okay, that's good. Um, oh, that even bigger pool. But for 2.5 million, I mean, do you really need that much space for downtown? I don't know. Probably not. Okay, so that is Monte Vista and Southtown. We could spend a lot of time here in Southtown. Um, you live on Bandera 1604. Yes, that is a very, very busy area. Not as busy as Alamo Ranch, which we are going to talk about um, in in this. So Southtown. Southtown encompasses a lot of different areas. That is a downtown map, and this one is Monte Vista. This one is downtown. So I'm sorry, Southtown. So I say Southtown is everything below Cesar Chavez. So from Cesar Chavez to Highway 90, I would say encompasses Southtown. Let me know if you agree with that, because you have Lavaca, King William, and Lone Star in that area. So that's pretty much Southtown. Southtown also goes just past 10. There's a lot of really cool homes that go past 10 to this park, and they're extending the Riverwalk also in those areas. But yeah, let's see the true vibe of the Southtown and what. Let's see, this $400,000 house, 6 bedroom bath gets you. So I think you definitely get more value if you go south of downtown than you do in the um, Tobin Hill or Pearl area. So this one on, let's see, this Durango Roosevelt, same thing, Southtown on Highland Boulevard. And this one, brand new, 400,000. It is very, very white walls and white cabinets everywhere. Oof, that's a little much. And it's pink. Pink is very festive. That actually fits right into the Southtown vibe with the pink exterior. This one is a 6 bedroom, 2 bath, and a single family, the Victorian style home, and the map is kind of on the towards the end of the Southtown area. I mean, there's so many little hidden restaurants and things to do in Southtown. And let me know about some good spots that you guys see in Southtown, because I know there's like a vegan juice place. There's Taco Haven, obviously. There's a bunch of stuff that's right by the Friendly Spot. I don't know if you guys know the Friendly Spot, but a lot of changes happening in Southtown, all in a really good positive direction. Let's pull up another one to get you a little more. This one on Haynes for 575. It's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, super nice. This is the second pink house I clicked on. That's interesting. Yeah, you got some really nice two-toned and really, really finished. This is happening a lot in the Southtown area, and I'm going to pull up some market stats. I'm just curious lately what's been going on with Southtown. So Southtown also has very commonly ADUs in the back. So this one has looks like a ADU here in a shed, and obviously the front house. And this is looks like the ADU for 575. So ADUs in this area, depending on obviously the style and whatnot, I would say they probably go for around probably 1,000, maybe 1,200 bucks, depending on how nice it is. And this is probably a really good option for somebody who's looking for a house and then an ADU. So this one priced out in King William and Lavaca. And let's see the exact location. Yeah, so it's right in the same area on the south end of, um, I guess the opposite end of Lone Star. So let's see what else. Do you guys want to? Let's see, and then Brooklyn Ghost says, and not gonna get my money's worth. Yes, yeah, maybe not. And okay, so now we kind of looked at some of the Lone Star area. Now, what isn't on this article here on best areas to live is surprisingly, we haven't, they'd already named kind of the top three, but nobody is talking about the other areas of downtown. So you have right here, I'm pulling up on the map. You have Dignity Hill, which is on this side right here. Lockwood Park, Dignity Park, right here. So all this area is Dignity Hill up until New Braunfels Avenue, and then more of this is East Side, and then in the south end is Denver Heights, which is this area here on Iowa, Hackberry. A lot of changes and flips and uh, what's going on there. So none of that was mentioned. So I'm wondering if they just don't know about it or if they're just, ignoring it. Um, Other cool thing about Southtown is you can get this house like this 2 bedroom, 3 bath, only 1,500 square feet. The smaller the square footage is very common in Southtown. A lot of those houses were kind of 2 bedroom, 2 baths. They call it a shotgun style, which is just a straight frame. But this one, obviously, they decked out pretty nice. And this one, let's see the exact area of it. Yeah, just north of it, closer to downtown. So the closer you get to King William and this Alamo Street, Proband, and Pressa area here, which is all the delicious restaurants, bars, all the good stuff. The closer you get to there, the more expensive it is. So that is Southtown. Great for artists, young professionals, singles, students, nightlife. That's pretty spot on. And next one is so one of the most surprising is Alamo Ranch made the top places to live in San Antonio. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, it is a great place because the value, right? Like you can get a $300,000 house, a $350,000 house for okay, I pretty much nailed it pretty close. $360,000. It's near SeaWorld. A lot of the Lackland families, in military families, they'll be stationed at Lackland and Alamo Ranch, which is right here. They go and live there because it's a straight shot from 151 right here all the way to Loop 410, and obviously gets you right to base, minus the horrific traffic that it is in the mornings and when everybody gets out. But Alamo Ranch proper is just off Alamo Ranch Parkway. So if you've been to that community, which I have and have sold homes there and helped people buy there, there's some that are gated that you need access, and there's some that you can just drive in without anybody stopping you. So we'll look at this value. We'll start with this at, let's say, 400,000. 400,000 for 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,602 square feet. This is actually very common to see in Alamo Ranch. So we got this aerial view. That's a lot of aerial views of this house. Not too much on the inside. That worries me. And then this nice extended porch, a lot of mature trees. These neighborhoods have been around probably since the early 2000s. Let's see, this house was built. Yeah, nailed it. So kind of the year was built is 2012 for this house. I'm actually not really a fan of that one. Let's look at this one on James Bowie. Let's try this. And this is for 4 bed, 4 bath, 3,684 square feet. This is definitely Alamo Ranch vibes. You get a lot of bang for your buck. Been on the market 28 days. And this was built in 2006. Okay, that's better. So you have this kind of areas. and some dated stuff. But for 400,000 for 3,000 square feet, 3,600 square feet, that's a lot of house for not that bad. And a lot of these homes don't really go very high. I think there's some homes in Alamo Ranch for 550, 600, but you get a little bit more expensive when you go to Wiseman and Tally Road. You get much more homes in a higher price range than Alamo Ranch. Yes, thank you for the comment for Castroville. Castroville is very, very beautiful, and Castroville, you can get an acre of land or 5 acres, 10 acres, with as much. And obviously, it's not very common to see HOAs. So yeah, Castroville is very beautiful. It's an old Texas town, and it's got a really great vibe. So thank you for bringing that up. That should have made the list of the best areas to live in San Antonio, but it didn't, surprisingly, at all. So that's Alamo Ranch. I'm going to go to the next one. So I talked about downtown, Alamo Ranch. So the next one is Alamo Heights. So San Antonio calls Alamo Heights the 09ers. You have average rents of $1,450 and an average home value of $713,000. I think that's pretty accurate for Alamo Heights. And man, if you visit San Antonio, you should just drive around Alamo Heights. It's a very, very nice place. Like, there's so much, like, I guess people call mom and pop shops and areas to check out, that it's a really interesting place to live. I've never lived there, but I've had clients that bought homes there, and I feel like there's two extremes. You either love to live in Alamo Heights, very different places. Either love living in Alamo Heights or you don't like it, because it's definitely a set vibe. So 550 is kind of an entry level to Alamo Heights. They call them the 09ers. I don't know if people still say that, but this 2 bedroom, 2 bath, only 1,366 square feet. It's for 550,000. Nothing, definitely nothing fancy. It's just has that. I don't know what kind of style it is, contemporary, but it does look like an Alamo Ranch house. If you guys tour Alamo Ranch, I'm sorry, I keep saying Alamo Ranch. Geez, Alamo Heights. So this one was built. I mean, they're all very, very old. So yeah, this was 1917. And the history of Alamo Ranch is really cool. So for that is entry level for Alamo Heights, and not so entry level. Let's check out this one for 1.7. This one 1.7. And it's got what is that? The Gaines family. I forgot her name. The flipper person. But yeah, it's got those vibes. Really nice interior. All your fixtures are going to be very modern, sleek, very clean. This one is a 4 bedroom, 5 bath, 3,030 square feet. And definitely got to save the trees. It's a very beautiful house. I really like this style. And you got some privacy, and it's on, let's see, the land that it's on. The lot size is 7,501 square feet. So not a lot of land for 1.7, but inside of the house is very nice. Let's see where in Alamo Heights this is. Yeah, that's a really beautiful neighborhood that's there right behind Central Market. I can see why it's 1.7. If you were driving the area, you would definitely know what I mean by that. So let's see. Next on the list of Pod's best areas to live, and it's Bernie, Texas. Average rents of 1,300. I think probably higher than that. An average home price of 550,000. So Bernie is, they don't really like to associate with San Antonio, but I'm going to associate them anyway. And so there's 776 properties. Bernie is huge, but Bernie proper is not so big. So this is Bernie proper here. You have very, very beautiful homes on lots of acreage. Let's go to the opposite. So let's look at this one on River Ridge for 1.4. And this one, really nice floor plan for 3,259 square feet. And it looks like definitely a Bernie home that you would see. And Bernie homes know they usually sit on, yeah, this one sits on 5 acres. And for four bedroom, sorry, four full baths and a half bath. Look at that site there. It's a very beautiful site there for the Bernie home, which is very, very common over there. And you definitely start to see the hill country when you're driving through Bernie. But if you're just on I-10, you can't really tell. You have to get off I-10 in order to kind of see these neighborhoods, and then you'll know exactly what I mean. And that is that. But a more affordable side of Bernie is just looking at these street names to show you something a little different. Okay, so this one is right off 46 route. That's the Route 46. This one is for 600,000, four-bedroom, three-bath, and it's very, very modern. 2,458 square feet. This is what 600,000 gets you in Bernie, and very modern, like a lot of the neutral colors. And it has this two-story open feel, which is like very, very common in any of the areas around San Antonio. And this is in the Esperanza. They have a really nice amenity center. And this house was built in 2023, brand new. And and then actually the really least expensive part of Bernie, I'm trying to find one, but yeah, like this one for 250,000, three-bedroom, three baths, probably a really older home. This one is just right out in the outskirts. You could see it. I don't know if you could probably see it, but it's closer to the Camp Bullis and a little closer to San Antonio. So let's go to the next one on the list of Pod's best areas to live. No surprise, it's Helotes. Helotes, Texas. Average rents $1,350, an average home price of $478. Helotes also has a very high rating of safety, according to niche.com. It's very high rated for safety in schools, and I think a lot of people search the goodness the I'm having brain dumps here. A lot of people search Helotes because of the high ranking schools and safety from all the niche.coms and greatschools.org. And then they get to Helotes. It's a very large area and there's a lot to choose from. So look, this one, you can get a home in Helotes for 300,000, three-bedroom, two-bath, 1,500 square feet, which is very entry level. It's closer to 1604 in Helotes, and it actually might be in the city limits. So it's kind of tricky. Some of the San Antonio schools overlap into Helotes, but it's not actually Helotes schools. So let's check out this one for 560,000. When I think Helotes, I definitely think of a house like this. This one's a four-bedroom, four-bath, 3,517 square feet, and looks definitely updated. It's got a gas stove, it's my favorite, and it's got that open, very two-story look to it. Got a game room upstairs, a movie room. I mean, with 3,500 square feet, you can do a lot. And you got some land. Let's see, this is probably on less than a quarter of an acre, which is, yeah, 8,800 square feet. And we'll see the area in Sonoma Ranch, very, very popular area right off Kyle Seal. But what's cool about Helotes is you're very close to the rim in La Cantera, which is right here. So a lot of people live in Helotes, and especially when they're closer to 1604. The schools are very close. La Cantera Resort Golf Course, very beautiful, and the shopping is all right there. And you can even take the back roads through Kyle Seal and Babcock to get to these areas. So that is Helotes. Won't go too much into Helotes. But yeah, it's very well known, and according to this, a great place to live. So that is those areas. There's another article, which is the best places to buy a home in San Antonio. The list is Alamo Heights, Helotes, again, Monte Vista, Stone Oak, and Tobin Hill. So going back to this article, I know they probably auto-generated this thing, but this I'm surprised that Stone Oak wasn't here. I'm surprised that let's see, Bulverde wasn't here. Spring Branch, Cibolo, Shirts. Um, there's a lot of neighborhoods and suburbs that I thought would be on this list, but it's not. And like I said, I'm sure it's auto generated, but those are also great places to live if you're looking to move. But let's go to this and see what is in Stone Oak. Stone Oak, very, very popular here. It says average sales price 365. I think the data is lagging. It's probably closer to 450 average price in Stone Oak. So let's check out this one. This is right off Hardy Oak, I believe, and this one's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, really open, and kind of a dated kitchen. Let's see. This is probably like a 2011 build or so, and you got a good amount of space between you. But really the house, it's you see the kind of rectangle type look, brick all around, and this one was built in 2011. Yes, and let's see the area of Stone Oak. So yeah, right off. I guess this is Evans, and right off Stone Oak Parkway on that side. So since we have this map open, let me see if I can zoom in here. Yes. Okay. So this map, this Evans and Stone Oak Parkway is very easy to get to 281. Ton of shopping. The cool thing about Stone Oak is you have a very high rated schools, according to Niche, and you also have very easy access to 1604. You have 2 hospitals there. You have just a bunch of shopping. I'm not going to go through the shopping list, but there's a lot of things that Stone Oak is known for, and it's definitely an older area. But when you drive through there, you'll see there's a lot to do, a lot of restaurants, and I can see why it's on the list. Other than that, that was Stone Oak. Actually, let's see a more expensive house in Stone Oak to see what it would get you. Let's see this one. Oh, this is acreage. Let me take this off and dive into some of these really cool properties. I love this area of Stone Oak. Okay, so this one, oh, but it's not it. Okay, so let's look at this one no, not this one. Yeah, let's try this one. Synergy Hill, and yeah, 4-bedroom, 5-bath, 3,819 square feet. That is a massive house. A little dated. And yeah, it looks like a lot of these fixtures are older. Yeah, this is a beautiful backyard, and you definitely have much more room and neighbors. When these homes were developed, I mean, it's kind of, besides the very older Alamo Heights and Almost Park, those areas, are more on the higher price points. But Stone Oak catered to a lot of the high-ranking military or, doctors, lawyers, nurses, and this is right off Wilderness Oak. It's a little bit busier in terms of like getting to the major highways, but it's also a really good place to consider. This was built in 06. And that was Tobin Hill. So yeah, and that's it. There you go, Stone Oak. All right, well, that wraps up our sesh. I hope you guys got some value out of this. If you're looking to move around San Antonio, we'd love to be your realtors of choice. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments, for those of you watching after. And this way we can dive deep into next week's live into some areas that you guys want to hear. So thanks for watching. Remember the Alma.